Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to season 13.
We're gonna break shit.
We're gonna break shit so hard. We're gonna break shit so hard. Yeah. Now, you might have noticed there's a lack of backing music this year.
This year? This year.
I'm seeing how this works.
Yes.
Lack of backing music may become a thing.
Lack of backing
Why
music.
is that?
Because it was a pain in the ass to keep fading in and out, basically. This year I'm going for Streamline.
Bye-bye.
Streamline.
PSP kun. Bye-bye.
Huh?
It was on the PSP, wasn't it? The backing music?
No, it was on a CD player down here. I mean, if I really, really wanted to, I could go back to it. See, it is there,
Yeah,
but I don't really fancy it.
I see. After so many years.
After so many years.
After so many years.
7 will stop getting that revenue we never paid.
So many years of Eternus. Yeah.
Yes, I mean, we've been playing that backing music since season 4, so,
Yes, we have.
it's time for a change.
Yeah.
And so,
Time for a change, which will be no backing music.
who's playing the stream?
He is.
I'm playing.
Damn it, stop it.
We're testing shit. Shut up.
It's working. We don't need to listen to it.
The lag is good. The lag is good. We're breaking shit, guys.
But
We
yes,
are breaking shit.
welcome to Tiger Tales Radio, season 13. So in theory, everything should go wrong. This is the 13th, if you're suspicious. I'm wearing mascara. You can see on my eyes.
It looks like he's been punched.
Yes, it is. This proves I don't know how to put on mascara.
The question that one has to ask is, why is Hedgie wearing mascara?
So if you're watching or listening, feel free to say hello in the chat. Feel free
Yep.
to say hello in the Discord.
Yep.
Please register your attention or our attention. We will respond. It's not Tiger Tails Gaming. We will respond.
DH says, hello, with an exclamation point.
Yeah.
Hello, DH!
Hello. Yes.
So, yes, we have been gone, obviously, because, we do that.
Yeah, every now and again.
You may notice that it looks like that we've been transported to the set of Raiders of the Lost Ark with all this light on us.
Well, that's because you have been.
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Bark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
And the last
also
cupcake.
Cupcake, yes. The last cupcake.
The
Yes.
very last cupcake.
Southpaw says good evening with an exclamation point.
Good evening.
Good
Southpaw.
evening.
Yes, good evening.
Because pronunciation is important.
Hello, everyone.
DH says, great to see you back, ellipse. Hope everyone, hosts and listeners in brackets, are all keeping safe and well.
By the way, this is a person who reads for a professional living.
Yeah, he's supposed to be an audiobook narrator.
I'm not a professional.
No,
God.
Oh, hang on. I need to go into Discord.
I tried to be professional,
Nope.
but then COVID hit and all the freaking
Hopefully,
professionals.
If
got
I pressed all the
good
buttons
work.
and we got a following wind, why is this not working?
So I had.
We should have an echo.
He isn't actually talking, by the way.
Echo, can you hear me? No, you can't. Why not?
Because you're not talking either.
I am.
Not according to Discord.
Oh, no, that's what I can see.
It's like Discord is a whole load of symbol. No, wait.
Voice and video. Fuck you, Discord.
But
Input.
anyway,
This.
yes, there's this season
Output.
13. Myself, Xavier, and obviously TK is
Testing.
rambling to himself in the corner.
We're breaking shit.
But yes, this is the reason that we're having the test show, so you get to see the behind the scenes of what happens.
Technically.
And, technically goes wrong.
Echo, say something.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yay!
It works! Woo!
Yay,
Everyone
I
say
can
hello
hear
to
you.
Echo.
Yeah, you can hear me and I can hear you, which
Hooray.
is always good.
This is the way it's supposed to work.
Indeed, yes. Sorry, I was a little delayed in getting on tonight.
That's okay.
It's a test show. It's a test show. This is
Yeah.
where we
Test show
break
indeed.
shit.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And also, I have a camera.
Yes.
Hello!
And he's got the posterize function, so he looks like he's part of a Japanese manga.
Yes.
Not the posterized function. This is his lights on, so he is washed the fuck out.
It doesn't matter if I turn the lights off. That doesn't affect you.
No.
You turned off the wrong
Turned
light.
our lights off and then turned them up. Thank you, fucker.
Yeah.
Hang on.
It works if you turn the lights off, turns off the wrong light.
Makes no bleeding difference, see?
Oh, yeah.
He actually got some pink.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you have got some colour to you rather than just being
Yeah.
absolutely like white as a sheet.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit of light on me.
He got for Christmas. Fucking stop turning it up.
Like that.
Yeah.
Good lord.
He got
Yeah.
fucking lights to play with over
that
Christmas.
don't actually work very well because you can see there's a terrible dark area all the way around here.
Well, that's because there's spots, effectively.
Yeah, but if I turn them off, you get that,
which is just the. Yeah, we have one light bulb. By the way.
Yes, we have one light bulb.
One fucking light bulb.
We do. Yeah.
But these are full RGB,
Yeah.
so I can really kind of.
Mood lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You say woo. Now just sit here whilst he's testing it and just
In the red
generally
zone.
True.
curse him. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate in being all the way over here in my studio,
Yes.
in
Yes.
the safety of my own home.
I remember those days. The safety of your own satellite studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those days are now long gone.
Yes. Well, we're technically in the safety of the studio because we haven't left. It's been a year and
We're
season
still here.
12,
Yeah, we're still
And we're
here.
still in lockdown.
Season
Yeah.
12 came and went and
Yep.
we're
It's
still
It's like
here.
I haven't been outside in a long time, so
I
Yeah, but
haven't
Hedgie, you never went outside in a long time anyway.
yeah. But the option was there.
The option's
So,
still there. You
you
can
know.
go out for your one daily exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I had the option to basically not go outside. Now that option has been removed, it's I kind of want to go out there. But of course, as soon as
Yeah.
I get the chance to do it, I'll just stay inside again. So,
Well, you had the
Yeah.
option to not go outside. Now you've got
Yeah.
the option to go outside. Now the not going outside is kind of enforced with your one option per day of out or shopping.
Well, we've actually started at an interesting point because we've had the update today.
Yes,
on
we did.
What
Yes.
Yep.
might happen for the next.
If we're all good boys and girls and follow the laws and restrictions.
Which, of course, they're not going to because most of the people in this country are imbeciles.
Takes one to know one, Hedge.
No, I know because I've basically got, oh, yes, all these people that are out there going, oh, it's perfectly fine. I don't know anyone that's got it.
You've dealt with social media, and unfortunately, social media in this day and age is primarily used by people with
Craziness.
the common denominator, and that's my experience at the moment. It's like social media was brilliant. It was like cats, positive posts,
Yes.
share our group, pop our peas because fucking popping peas.
Because your pop guard is crap, whereas mine's amazing because I can pop my peas and you don't hear it.
Whereas I can go and I'm above it.
But
Nothing.
now it is entirely the lowest common denominator is all of the fucking social media. So it's like, and everyone who's smart has gone. I don't use social media anymore.
Yeah, they've all left it. So
yeah.
Or they've
Yeah.
gone onto their own little areas of Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, of course, we've got Clubhouse. So all the idiots, you can hear them talking at you.
What's Clubhouse?
Clubhouse is a new social media app that is very, very new. It's less than about 3 months old. And it's only available on Apple at the moment.
All right.
And, however, only available on Apple of iOS 13 and up. So in other words, you've got to buy a new model
Drop in
Apple
audio
application
chat.
to actually get it.
Invitation only audio
Yep,
chat.
It is indeed. So you get all these gurus that basically go, yeah, mate. So basically, I make like 6 to 8 figures like every month and everything. And if you get in my chat and everything, I'm going to teach you how to do it. So basically, everybody get in here, everybody follow, like, and tag somebody else, and I'm going to teach you how to make like 6 figures a year just by working like 4 hours a week, bruv. And it's
Get a job. There we go. That's how you make
Yeah.
6 figures a year.
and I'm not joking.
Get a good
there
job.
are rooms of people doing this. Yeah.
Well, we are now in an era of you are living and working out of your home. So, it's
And so it bloody well should be.
yes.
Yeah, I enjoy homeworking. It's like,
I'm-
hey, commute. Guess what? Fuck you! We're not safe for kids, YouTube.
Actually, the thing is the fact that the thing I love about home working is the fact that my home working the entire time, like literally since day one, has been a nice, enjoyable split of working in the office when I want to, working at home when I want to, and therefore it's pretty good. I'm quite happy. That's a nice balance. I wouldn't know that I would want to work from home 100% of the time forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
TK would
Well-
like to.
Yes, DK would like to.
He would like.
To be fair,
I want to stay in my bedroom and basically not leave.
Who needs the
That's
sun?
it.
Give me a catheter
you
bag
need
and
the
I'll be
sun,
fine.
TK. You need the sun. You reflect.
Yes.
You're reflecting.
Only at the moment.
No, you are always now reflecting.
Shiny, shiny.
Yeah, but to be fair though, the fact is that that's what pride and shit is for, because
Yeah,
you
exactly.
go outside in the sunshine, into beer gardens and such, and you enjoy sunshine in pleasant quantities with a nice cold beverage, and not like when it's like hacking it down with rain and having to get a bus to the office because of reasons.
Yeah. During lockdown, I can enjoy the outdoors in my own
Yeah.
way. It's just in this weather, that way is avoiding it.
Pride 2021 is going to be, we're here, we're white, ow, the sun.
Well, we'll see, because we've got from the 8th of March the first 5 weeks to see what happens, which will be
when all
interesting
the
to
kids
see.
go back to school and then the figures go astronomical again, and
And they
It
go,
all
how
goes-
could we have foreseen this?
Well, this is why
Yeah.
they're doing the 5-week rotation, so they can see, because they've said there's going to be an increase of cases, but we can't stop people from working because we need economy.
yeah, but people have been working for months.
Not all of them.
No. People have been on furlough for months.
No, they haven't. Well, when you consider the fact that like all the construction industry and stuff, people that actually physically need to be out there, like physically doing work, they've been working. Okay, not in lockdown 1, no, they weren't, admittedly, but that was because that was literally shit. We've got to do something. Everyone just stay home. Then from lockdown 2 and 3, they've just gone, well, yeah, you need to be able to go out and do your job. So you go and do your job safely, and then everyone else just stay working from home.
Work from home if you can.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
what they say.
If you are able to do so, please do so, because doing so will help a lot of people do so. Are you doing so? Good. Continue to do so.
I was doing so. I was a good boy.
Yeah.
I've been searching for work and I've been constantly being told, we thank you for your application, but unfortunately we've decided to move forward. Could you tell me why? No. Great. Thank you very much.
Geez,
Well,
a bum now.
again, that's because the number of people applying for jobs has dramatically shot up.
Yes.
And the amount of people doing the applications are still the same. So they are going, can I give you feedback? And the other 600 people who applied for this job, when the feedback is, I took the applications, shuffled them, took out 10, and they're going towards the next interview round. Everyone else hasn't. Am I going to tell you
perfectly
no?
fine if they just said that and went, yeah, we didn't actually look at everything. We just picked something. It's like, thank you. Now I basically know that I don't have to bother with a cover letter. I can literally just submit this and not bother typing out this
you still bother with the
godforsaken
cover
You still
letter.
bother with the cover letter. It's AI. There is a large amount of AI stuff, and there's a large amount of people who are looking for keywords and things like that. But if you start eliminating things because you think there's no point, that puts you on the you don't care pile.
Or
Straight
puts you
away.
in the you're unable to follow simple instructions pile.
Well, the worst one is, please input your CV here, and then it's now fill in everything that was on your CV in these boxes.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's literally how application forms for jobs have always been, forever and ever and ever. That's not a new thing at all, is it?
And yet somebody has never thought to go, maybe we should either remove the form or remove the CV upload.
Yeah, but then that would imply that HR and recruitment people have more than a minute percentage of a brain cell to be able to actually process things.
Or they just have time.
This time it's time. It's like 600 applications. Are you gonna go through every single one in detail?
Yeah.
Making sure that you're not discriminating based on any of the other prerequisites.
Oh, I don't know. That's not how our HR department.
You don't have an HR department.
Yeah. Sorry, I mean our recruitment person, because we don't have an HR department because that's an unnecessary business expense. But our recruitment lady, she's like, name looks foreign. Nope. Name looks slightly foreign still. Nope. Yeah. How to recruit an effectively Nazi
And legally.
Aryan workforce. Yeah.
Yeah, have fun at your place.
Yeah. Oh.
Are you still working for that IT firm?
The telecoms company. Yeah.
Somehow.
You're still
Yeah.
working there?
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
Maybe not after this week's podcast.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. So.
About that.
Stuff happened.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Stuff really happened. Yeah, we had a security audit a couple of weeks ago, and well, let's say I've never seen a report so incredibly damning.
Wow.
Stuff happened.
Was it a thing?
We haven't closed the door.
Was it a one sentence going, "Where is your security?" Question mark.
No, it was a like 25 or 30 page report on these are the things that we've highlighted. Oh wait,
Currently.
you already knew about them but didn't do anything about them. Report.
TK is trying
And
to
then-
close the door with a filled case of Guitar Hero guitars and failing.
Impressive. Generally, because they're not designed
Succeeding.
closing doors.
He's managed to push the door too. He hasn't closed it.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It stops
Indeed.
most of the
Remember,
sound coming
when
through.
leaving your house, just pull the door too. Don't close it. You'll be perfectly fine.
Well, no one's going out anymore, so you know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah.
dear.
Remember, when going to bed for the night, just pull your door too. Don't need to lock it. Nobody will come in.
Well, we don't have locks on the doors for our own bedrooms. We have a lock for the main door. We don't have individual locks. And the bathroom lock is one of those wonderful ones which locks and secures on the inside,
But not on
not
the
on the
outside.
outside, which makes no fucking
It's
sense.
crazy, yeah.
It's great. So if you fall over and crack your head in the bath, people can still get in.
Yes, which is brilliant.
reason for what it's designed for. So, yeah.
Not
like,
accidentally
well-
go, oh, the bathroom's free. Shit,
Shit.
never mind.
It's like,
Bathroom's
yeah,
not as free as I thought it was.
we decided that we'd make the lock really easy to open in case of problems. What if somebody wants privacy? Well,
I
we
put a
didn't
sign on
consider
the
that.
door. These guys forget to turn it round.
Oh, the sign.
Yes, the fucking sign!
I turn the sign round. I make sure. I know people don't turn it back. So I look through, and go, is anybody in there? I can't really tell.
It's like the fan's not on.
Yeah.
Have they turned on the light?
It's
Yes.
during the day, the fan's not on. Why is the fan not on? Daylight!
Yeah.
Yes, but you see, that fan is a lovely auditory noise that means someone is either in here or has been in here recently. Proceed with caution.
Yes.
Thankfully, the downstairs loo is now accessible because the cardboard that was in the way.
Yeah.
Because there is little bits and pieces of stuff that still hasn't been sorted from the moon. The moon? The moon? The garage is probably one of them.
Like in February of 2020.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that
but then
was-
So nearly
lockdown happened.
a year later.
Yeah, but lockdown happened, so it was like any plans we had for proper organisation for like getting stuff in. Because it was like managed to get some furniture in, and then suddenly lockdown happened. It was like, can I get furniture? No, everyone's now staying at home. The fuck? It's like, can I order shit? Well, you could, but everyone else got there first. The
Yeah.
fuck?
Is there a delivery slot? No! Not forever!
But yes, well, while the series was offline, we had a roof that was leaking. We had an upstairs towel rail that was leaking, which was disguising the fact, and the roof leaking was disguising the fact that the upstairs bathroom was leaking.
Yeah, there
Okay.
was been a lot
Yeah,
of.
we got the roof leak fixed, and then we realised that something else was still leaking, and we went, right, okay. And eventually we had a plumber come round and repair that, and then we realised, right, we now have to get the wall repaired. Ergo, a decorator came round and went, yeah, all this water that was leaking in here has made the floorboards completely unstable. If I plaster over these, the floorboards are going to fall in. You need to get the floorboards replaced. Okay, so...
Oh dear, so it was a real proper comedy of
Oh
errors.
my
that
god,
one,
it was
then.
it was literally the plank with
Luckily, it was all the landlord's problem.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So we've just got the bathroom bits to finish off, although God knows how they'll do that because it's tiles they now
Yeah.
place. So fucking
Yeah.
thick tiles.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of decoration, probably in the living room because the living room took a little bit.
Got a little bit moist.
And I've noticed that the living room is painted wallpaper, which is a weird
Yes.
comment. Painted wallpaper, and that's been slightly buggered over. But you know, we've been stuck in the same house for 12 months. What do you expect to happen?
But as of now, we're kind of like, yeah, it actually looks a bit better, actually. Yeah.
It's still Magnolia, though.
Yeah, still Magnolia.
Magnolia.
It's
Yeah.
like, Magnolia was designed so that when it gets old, it still looks like it's slightly off-white. That's
the
the
same
reason for
off-white that it was, just a slightly different variant of off-white than it was in the first
If
place.
you have pure white, it eventually goes yellow. If you have magnolia,
Yeah.
it's already yellow.
It just gets grubbier. That's the thing with Magnolia. It just
Yeah.
gets grubbier.
It's like nobody has white anymore. People have eggshell white, or apple white, or gentle white, or blue white. And blue white is an actual colour. I have seen it in Dulux. It literally is white with a hint of blue, which
What's
makes
that?
no
blue white.
purpose.
You said.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because it literally you literally look at it and go, what's wrong with my eyes? It's like, who invented this? Who decided that? Go, yes, I will add a drop of blue to this white, stir it in, so whenever you look at this, you go, something is not right about this.
It's the
Yeah.
off-white colour.
Yeah,
There you go. Hedgie
I
is now
guess that-
blue-white.
yeah. I mean, actually, this is Violet Beauregard. I
I've
am now
got colour.
Violet Beauregard.
I actually have colour. This is fine. I have colour. I am fine with this. Fucking hell, TK, stop it.
Now I've got jaundice. now I'm Violet Beauregard again.
No, we could really vote.
Okay, now I'm Mr. Freeze. Okay, now I'm.
Actually, to be fair, the blue looks quite good because Hedgie looks like Jack Frost. He has a very Jack Frost look about him when he's blue.
Now I'm green. Okay.
Yep.
Who's the green one?
Dabbity-dabbadoo.
Now I'm the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. Now I'm jaundiced again.
Yep.
Now I'm Mr. Freeze again.
Welcome to the entertainment we have currently.
Yeah, I love how Hedgie is the only one that changes colour. He just stays
that's
the same
because-
colour regardless of whatever light is on him.
That's because TK is
Strangely,
playing.
my hair actually looks like it's got colour now. It's not grey anymore. For some
Yeah.
reason, my hair has now provided more colour.
Yes,
Yeah, how this happened.
I've got control over 4 main big studio lights.
Yeah.
Actually, I wonder. Does
Well, yeah, because of course I haven't actually been round to
Yes.
see you in your
For a year.
abode for
Because
well.
you
for a
can't
year.
come round because
Yeah.
otherwise you will die.
or
Well, I
get
mean,
told off?
I did come and chat on the doorstep at one point
Yes.
after lockdown 1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it
Yeah.
eased.
Yeah, but those rules potentially will be eased depending on what's going on. So we might actually even be able to have an Echo in the studio or a Fetus turn up. You know,
DH has put Mr.
Echo.
Freeze in the channel.
Echo.
Right. Now, how do I get things onto Discord? I took a
oh
photo.
God, from the ZX Spectrum, Jesus!
Wow. Mr. Freeze.
How to make me feel old?
What you mean, your era of computing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ZX Spectrum was what I started with.
ZX Spectrum and
Yeah.
the Commodore 64 were the console wars of the 1980s.
We want a console
So-
for a
The
So you mean-
microcomputer. The
you mean-
microcomputer wars of the 1980s.
So basically, in your youth.
Yes, in my youth.
Yeah.
Yep. If you
Such a long time ago that was.
if you were a supporter of the British home computer, you had the Spectrum. If you were someone that actually cared about actually having colour and actual, interesting games, you got the Commodore 64.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Commodore 64 came with the computer. It also came with a tape cassette and also all the cables you needed. The ZX Spectrum came with a floppy rubber keyboard and nothing else. So you had to buy a tape recorder, which you then had to buy the cables for to plug in and all this kind of stuff. It was wow,
Yep.
it was mad.
Oh, but I had the 128K 3B Plus,
Oh, the one
which
that was
had the
the-
built-in tape recorder.
Yes. Yeah, that one, yeah. I remember that was touted as like, oh yeah, it's now built in. It's like, bitch, please, Commodore 64 owners, we've had that for years.
Yeah.
Just catching up, are you, Britain? Yeah, typical. Oh,
the old days.
in the old days.
Oh dear.
But that was the thing back in the 80s. Like, were you a Spectrum person or were you a Commodore 64 person?
DH
Yeah, but to be fair though, I guess it's only
this.
it's just the whole war has changed PC.
But then you had the
Apple kind of-
outsiders that were like, oh, I've got the Atari ST. It's like, nobody cares. I've got the Amstrad. Nobody cares about you.
Well, to be fair, we cared about the Amstrad because the Amstrad was fucking awesome.
The Amstrad CPC.
Yeah.
It just didn't have any good games for it.
Oh,
It was like-
shut the fuck up!
Well, the
We did not
Amstrad.
have any good games for it. Jesus Christ. Operation Wolf. Quite happy to have that one. That was hilarious.
C64 had Operation Wolf.
Yeah, so did the Amstrad.
God.
What was it? Ikari Warriors.
Ikari
Ikari Warriors
Warriors.
Plus.
Yep, Atari Warriors.
International Judo. It was, fantastic shit back in the day. Dizzy.
Welcome to the old people's
my God.
old
Yeah.
people's
But
hour.
yeah, you could go
on
into
TigerTails
WH
Radio.
Smith and you just see walls of Commodore 64 games, walls of Spectrum games, and then there's a tiny section for the Amstrad where there's about
Tiny
5
section.
cassettes.
Shut the fuck up. I found places that were going, here's an entire shelf of cassettes for Amstrad. Woo! Here's an entire collection of games for a fiver, which was basically 2 cassettes, double-sided, with like fucking 100 games. It's like, you don't get that kind of shit these days.
That's because they're all free on the App Store, and you've got to pay £30 billion to unlock all the good stuff once you've bought the game for free.
Southpaw says, yes, but the Spectrum could use any cassette recorder, given it connected using standard 3.5mm jacks, rather than a proprietary interface. Commodore 64 had better sounding graphics, though, and that's everything that counted.
The Acorn Electron connected via 5-pin DIN. And I had a random cassette player TV radio thing that actually had a 5-pin DIN output. So
I've got several.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, the Acorn Electron was the microcomputer for you back in the day.
And then,
Well, I mean, to be
Amstrad
fair,
disk
I was
drive.
very much
Also
always
took
an
cassette.
Acorn boy, though.
Yeah, true.
but then also there was the BBC Micro computer for school.
Oh, fuck off the BBC Micro.
It was like, how can we make this look so terrible that even school kids won't want to use it?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I don't know. See, we had Acorn PPC 600.
Yes, because you're
PPC 600s.
you went to school in like 2005, so you know.
2000?
So,
No,
for context,
no,
for
I
the
mean, like-
people who are not old, BBC had big fuck off disk drives or floppy disk drives. When I say
5.5
floppy,
inch floppies.
yeah, I do mean floppy, as in you could bend the fuckers.
Not
Yeah.
supposed to.
People did,
Yeah.
and it was one of the biggest arses ever, because occasionally those drives would jam themselves for reasons with a disc in them. So getting one of those out was more of a case of rip than take out. Oh, that was fun at school. It's like,
Yeah.
you fucked another one. Yes.
But God, yeah. Oof.
And DH says that he's still got RISC PCs that gets used occasionally.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's quite a following for RISC PCs.
I remember RISC OS 3 from when I was at school.
The beauties of a modular design.
It was great because you could set RAM drives, so you could basically allocate a little bit of RAM to use as like a temporary storage medium. Which was
Yeah.
great for when you wanted to play games on the school machines and didn't want to get your games confiscated. So we'd all just load up RAM
Control
drives.
pause break.
Yeah, well, pause break resets the machine without losing the RAM drive, and control break resets the machine with losing the RAM drive.
Yeah.
I knew this. Our head of IT didn't. He was also the assistant headmaster. And so when it came to him busting us well and truly and telling us to go one by one down the line, saying, control break your machine. Oh, look, the RAM drive's gone, detention for you. Control break your machine. Oh, look, the RAM drive's gone, detention for you. He came to me and I very subtly shift braked instead of control braked, and the RAM drive was still there. And he was like, do it again. Oh, get out now. Bye. Not
dear.
sticking around.
And this is why we feel sorry for teachers, because there are smart aleck little dicks like you around.
Yes, they are.
Well.
This is why I didn't go into teaching.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll teach you how to alt tab real quick because it's a skill I had to learn in college.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Xavier's posting screenshots of Elite.
Amstrad Elite.
Oh, God. You have no idea how long I spent playing on that game.
Never actually played Elite. I never did.
Oh, it was fucking great.
Well, if ever there was an advert for the Discord, this is it.
Yeah, if you've not jumped onto Discord, feel free. If you are in the YouTube channel, please feel free to leave a comment. We would love to see some. If you are in Discord, you can also leave comments on the YouTube. That would be fun.
We'll ignore them.
We'll ignore them.
Is
You're
anyone
in
actually paying
Discord.
attention to the YouTube feed?
I don't know. I've kind of got it because I've got the stream open
Xavier
on
is, he's got
one
it
of
open.
one of my many
There's
monitors.
apparently
So
6 people watching. I don't know if there's been any comments. Has there been any comments on the YouTube?
Nope.
No, not
No,
yet.
not yet.
no.
Hang on.
TK's going to write something. This is
mean, if-
some of the stuff that we need to get back into the habit of,
We
because
do, yeah.
we've been
I mean,
off for a couple of months.
But also, we have since before.
Words?
English.
Yes, words. Yeah.
put your teeth
can't-
in, Hedgie.
Yeah. I was going to say, a couple of weeks before we actually did this show, we have started a podcast called Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle, So if you want to hear what 3 old men have been lamenting that there isn't much going on, you can go to Spotify, you can go to iTunes,
Or you can just go to greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk.
You can indeed. And you can listen to the first episode, which is up. The second one, hopefully, will be up in...
Whenever Xavier can be bothered.
Yep.
Yeah, the beginning of the next month. Because we've got other stuff that we haven't yet practiced doing the fucking links properly for.
Also, you need to not do that during the podcast. Hit your microphone,
Yeah, it's
because
really annoying.
that means I have to cut out bits where you talk.
Right, for episode 2, cut out most of him when he was...
Yeah, because baff, crash, whack, gang, bang, wang, and it's like, oh man,
That's fine.
the wanging keeps being banging, and it's really difficult to do things.
This is
We're
what-
an amateur
this is
professional
why I'm-
podcast.
This is why I'm glad I'm just using my headset at the moment.
Southpaw has put up Spectrum Rampage, where the characters take on the colour of the background.
Good fun. I've yet to find a headset that is okay.
Spectrum games in a nutshell. Does the character take on the colour of the background? Yes.
Yeah,
Well, that's because they had a very limited palette and sprite limit, so
Yeah.
yeah.
deal with it.
Yeah. The sprites were just literally pasted over, so you
Yeah.
had foreground, background,
Yeah.
have fun. But then
Yeah,
that's
but-
fine.
But there was a new Dizzy game released recently for the Spectrum.
Was there?
Yes.
Wow.
With the full blessing of the Oliver twins.
Ooh. Are they still
Yeah,
going?
They are still going.
Wow.
Yeah, they still breathe. It's amazing.
Are they still actually making games, though?
I don't know, but they certainly gave this new Dizzy game its full blessing.
Wow, cool.
And I can't remember what the name of it is. So
Was it made by Yahtzee Croshaw?
No.
Ah.
No, he only likes Fantasy Odyssey. OliverTwins.com says the H. So let's go pay attention to that.
Oliver Twins.
Yeah.
But yeah,
'cause Oliver,
Pete,
Dizzy.
on the front of headsets, though, I mean, I must admit, I'm using my work issued headset at the moment.
Well, it's not too bad a quality.
yeah.
No, it's not terrible. I mean, to be fair, for like 150 quid a headset for a wired headset, I'd kind of like them to be pretty good quality. Also, I did go into the software and tweak it from the telephony option to like the like audio work option, because the firmware for this thing actually has the functionality to switch between different frequency responses and all sorts of other exciting, technical shiz that otherwise most consumer grade headsets don't have.
Yeah.
But as I say, I must admit, they're very expensive, but our staff break them on a fairly regular basis.
Well, this is the thing. Headsets for work look like your first PC headset. Because they're like one headphone, maybe 2 headphone. They've got the strappy, wiry mic thing. Maybe they're a little bit clunky, and the foam is always shit. But
Yeah,
for some...
these are really quite snazzy headsets. I mean, they don't look, but they don't look cheap. That's the thing.
GH wants to know what headset it is.
Yeah, no, I'm just digging out the model number.
He can be technical. He can be technical.
Yep.
But I think this is the thing. It's like work headset that everyone says at work. Oh yeah, these are fucking expensive. These are fucking expensive. And you sit there and you go, but they don't look it. They don't look it.
No, they don't.
Well, I mean, when you consider this has it's a wireless headset and it's got a 14-hour talk time. It has a range of like 30 meters, 100 feet.
Oh yeah.
Does it give you a
it's
blowjob
got-
to make the tea? That's the question.
No, it does not. That is the only things it doesn't do. I mean, but then it has passive noise cancellation and stuff in it as well. So,
wireless ones. I fairly rarely see anyone bother, because as soon as you have someone at work in a call center with a wireless headset, they suddenly go from colleague to twat very quickly, just because they have a wireless headset. Not entirely sure why. It's like, work colleague, he's a twat. It's like going, why? It's
mainly because they type at the same time they're talking.
No,
So it's
they
like,
fucking wander around the office. It's like, I am on a meeting right now and checking out the troops.
Yeah, but our call center staff like dance around the room, like literally. I mean, it's like sometimes they're like doing press ups on the floor with their whilst they're on a phone call with a customer.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly you go from work colleague to twat, depending on what's going on. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Press ups and talking to a client. One of those things you should be doing.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. It's it's bizarre.
That almost sounds like a scene from a sitcom.
Oh no.
But Hedgie, the thing is though, in our call centre, one of the departments, or one whole room full of people, it basically, when you walk through there, it's, if you imagine the very stereotypical Hollywood, US college hazing, like, you know, frat type hazing.
Yeah.
That's literally, I mean, like
Sales.
if they don't make their targets,
Sales.
then like you see them like all down on doing press ups with like other ones sat on their back.
Oh god,
And-
yeah.
Oh, I mean, you can like cut the testosterone in the air.
Yeah.
And they're all like that real kind of proper full on alpha male style, you know, real kind of, you know,
Yeah.
those kind of
Unfortunately,
people.
I have been, when I first moved to Southampton, I tried to find a job. I accidentally applied for a sales job and didn't realise that it was going to be one of these, oh yeah, you'll be walking around knocking on doors. And it was like, oh god. So I tried to do it, and the being in that environment is like, this is, am I in the army now? Is that what this is?
Well,
am I in the army?
How many IQ points do you think you lost per hour?
Oh god, it was ridiculous.
That explains the way he is now.
But also, I'm sure that when I was working at the casino, I lost them by osmosis because people that were idiots were leeching them out of me. It was like, could you possibly stand back? I think your stupidity is catching. It's like, I really need you to stop talking now.
Whereas now, at least you can argue that, well, for, you know, social distancing for COVID reasons, they need to stand at least 2 meters away.
Yeah.
So it's like now stand 4 meters away because you need 2 meters to be safe for COVID, and you need to be at least 4 meters to be safe from leeching IQ from me.
Yeah. Well, it was weird because when I was about 17, I took a Mensa IQ test and I got 145, which was Mensa level. And about 20 years later, I took another one and got 118. I went, these people have been stealing my intelligence.
We would like to point out that typically there is a deterioration of mental levels as someone gets older, as proven by this 80-year-old sat next to me.
I don't think it should be that far. I mean, 18, 28, that's nearly nearly 20 points. It's like 17 points. It's like, people have been stealing them from me. At 1 point per year, they've been leached out of me. I want my intelligence back.
Yeah, but to be fair though, Pete, for 80, he isn't looking too bad.
That's true.
That's because the light is whiting out all the wrinkles.
That's true, yeah.
Thankfully, I haven't developed the liver spots yet, because otherwise I will then start basically covering up with makeup and going, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, then you can get the fuck out. If that starts up, you can get the fuck right out.
Makeup?
Yeah.
Well, and also, that's one thing. My colleague at work, my first line support guy, I've given him the most wonderful job in the world, which is that I went round the entire building and collected up all the headsets that were left in cupboards and stuff just around the building, of people that have left and what have you, and they've been sat for like, you know, lots of months since COVID became a thing. So they're not, you know, they're all perfectly safe as far as COVID goes. But I dumped them on his desk and said, there you go, you can clean these, and they are some of them are a foot thick in foundation.
Wow,
they are like orange. I mean, they look like, you know, like Donald Trump has been wearing them, kind of thing. They are that level of orange.
It's not nice when.
Who's been wearing that amount of makeup?
All of the girls in the office, because they're all that kind of is it salt of the earth type, you know? I mean,
foundation is not supposed to be caked on.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a light covering, which you then dust. So yeah,
I don't think they understand the difference between the foundation of a house and the foundation that you put on your face. I think they believe they're the same thing, and that you just keep shoveling it on, troweling it on, and
it is bad when you listen to some of the conversation, because I'm primarily female-based, female majority, I would say, ish, for work. So you listen to some of the comments, and I'm sat there going, There's a YouTube channel that does better than yeah. Oh, but we get some wonderful tips. There's a guy on YouTube who does better than you do.
That's the funny thing.
Yep.
Most of the top makeup gurus on YouTube are now guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and at the moment, obviously, no one gives a shit. So it's like, oh yeah, management says turn the cameras on. All the girls are like, the fuck? Like, no. And I'm like, I'll just push the camera because mine's on the laptop. Push the camera so they can just about maybe see the top of my head every now and again.
Yeah. Obviously, that's the thing is that's one thing that we instituted a policy, or a technical level policy that basically banned video from being a thing. They can screen share and stuff, but they cannot use the cameras because we were like, we do not want to be subjected to the kind of vulgar unpleasantness that is our staff. Because the thing was that, so by default on Teams, there is a service as part of the Microsoft 365 suite that's like Microsoft Stream, I think it is, or something like that. And basically it records every single video call and stashes it away in a big vault somewhere so you can retrieve them all. And one of the owners of the company found this vault of just
Oh God!
wow. And then the worst thing is that even when in Teams Microsoft introduced a new feature called breakout rooms that they literally use for tea breaks and stuff, so you can socialize without being in a formal meeting. And it stores that too, and we were like, oh gosh, no. And he watched some of it and was just like, no, this needs to be gone immediately. Because wow,
Libel.
there was some stuff in there. Yeah.
Working from home, kiddies. Put your pants on.
I think Steam only recorded this level by
was one of
policy.
the problems.
Yep.
Or if you don't know how to use filters, make sure they're turned off first.
Oh.
Or you could be a cat.
Otherwise you'd look
Yes.
like a cat, yeah.
I think
Oh,
it should have
actually,
been,
I'll
it would
tell
have
you
been much
what,
more
I watched-
amusing if they'd left the filter on. Sorry, the audio filter. So you got a really high pitched voice.
God.
Maybe to be a cat.
Yes.
Actually, let me see if I can find. I watched a YouTube video earlier of it was a parish council meeting.
Yeah.
yes,
seen
yes, yeah. Where
Yeah.
they stormed the fuck out.
it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh wow, that was
It
just.
went round. This is
Yeah.
the trouble though, because like you're stuck at home and then you have to conduct a meeting online. So
Yep.
if ever you've had to suffer any kind, because parish council meetings are weird. Any kind of
Well, especially because
meetings
parish
like that.
councils are all elderly people, because they're all retired people that have got nothing better to do with their time than do that.
not a sweeping comment at all, but it can be that they are older people. But parish councils, church councils, things like that will often have a large amount of waffling on, and it takes a certain type of person to deal with the waffling on. So you usually have someone in charge, person taking minutes, treasurer, blah blah blah. But online, you can't really easily stop someone from waffling over everyone else.
No.
Or from just being themselves in their house, because you're totally different in your house compared to a council chamber.
Yes.
So
See,
if
the
some...
thing-
Oh, it's...
See, the thing is that what I would say is my sweeping generalization was actually an actual genuine observation of having worked in local government and have had to deal with these exact people of whom hold office in like many levels of local government.
Because it's a boring ass job. Everyone who's going, oh, I want to get into politics when they're young, there's a reason why everyone looks at you like you're mental, because politics is boring. And it's like,
Unless-
oh yeah, I'm
unless
going
you're
to make change. It's like, no, you're going to sit on a committee, and then you're going to volunteer to sit in a subcommittee, and then you'll volunteer to sit in the subcommittee of the subcommittee in order to decide whether or not the pothole in the road in front of you gets filled.
No, you've missed a step. So you'll sit on a committee, be part, and then volunteer to be part of a subcommittee, of whom is then going to appoint a steering group that's then going to make that decision.
Yeah.
of whom that steering group is then going to be having meetings about having meetings as to decide whether that pothole gets filled in or.
If you think we're taking the piss, we're not. This is the meeting structure of politics, which has also overflown into certain other things.
Can't
especially
decide if breaching
council
Rule
stuff.
6 or not.
No. The worst.
Whereas Japan goes, hole in road, go fix. Fix hole in road, go.
Yep. Yeah, but the thing is, though, is that what you've also got to consider is the fact that an awful lot of these things happen. So as you get down to the lowest levels of local government, like parish and town and whatever councils, is that they make decisions about, the pothole in the high street needs filling. But the problem is they're not actually responsible for doing it. All they can do is put pressure on the level above them, who still isn't responsible for doing it, like towns and districts and borough councils, who then have to put the pressure up again to the next level up of government, who are then actually responsible for dealing with that problem. And by the time the information has got from point A to point B up the various levels of local government, it's so much Chinese whispers that actually, they fill in the pothole, but not the one on the high street. They fill in the one on some random back street somewhere, because that's where they've, in their Chinese whispers, been told that that's where the problem is.
Yeah, well, welcome to the middle management issue.
Yeah, but just exacerbated a few dozen times by levels of management beyond levels of management.
But yes, we are straying towards Rule 6. If you're wondering what we're referring to in terms of Rule 6, if you go to Discord...
Another plug for the Discord channel.
And you can find the link in our show notes, describe notes.
Server rules.
We got to practice this. There is a thing called welcome, say hello there, and there is the server rules, and you can go through the rules. And TK will often mention Rule 6 because I exist.
Yes. And Rule 6 states, I will read ad verbatim.
You don't need to. They can read. People can read.
Hashtag spoilers, Jesus.
Yeah. It says, no politics. If you want to moan about the government, the left wing, the right wing, the middle wing, the airplane wing, the centrists, or anyone who doesn't fall within your ideological ideals, take it elsewhere.
The H just goes copy paste.
This server is a place of escapism from crap like that. Indeed.
Point to the person who is trying to be a audiobook person.
Well, it's... Let's see if I read it in the style of Peter Dixon. Let's see if it sounds better.
No. We're going to stop that there. The reason being, I have started seeing some interesting stuff that would be entertaining to do if I could get at least one or two other people in here to do it. Because we did an audio reading of a couple of books.
Of one book.
One book, which we were drunk through.
Book.
Yes, we had to be drunk through it.
Org's Odyssey.
I've witnessed a stream do an audio reading of a visual novel.
Yeah, they're called films.
No, a visual novel, Hedgie. Yes. A visual novel.
It's called anime, isn't it?
Steam.
Like Watchmen is a visual novel.
No, the reference for the game was called what was it? Riddler's Joke or something like Riddler's Puzzle. It is an audio-visual novel on Steam.
Oh, okay.
This, for any Steam user, should narrow it down to what I'm trying to refer to.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Yes. Are we talking about a certain...
audio-visual novel?
Yes.
Is it porn?
Yeah.
No, because it was obviously copyrighted because Sony's a dick. But copyrighted, covered. But the music thing was they managed to have at least female friends, because that's a thing we don't have, and they got
Said the married person.
said the married person. I have a wife. Don't
Yeah,
have
that's married.
called married. But it's like she's probably listening to the show. Sat there
Says the married person. I have a wife.
I have a wife. Yes,
Had a wife.
I will bitch slap the pair of you.
Yeah.
But what I was watching was a group of people who basically were doing the voices for this, and the guys playing didn't know if they were going to be voicing girl or guy, because the way they introduce characters in these audiovisual novels is question mark. Because your protagonist reading, you don't know who the person is. They're then introduced. So picture someone's introduced. Okay, you get to voice that character.
And they've got to stick with that voice.
Not only that, they have to stick with that character.
So if you do a deep male voice, it turns out to be a small-looking twee girl. You've got to keep that voice.
Like, you probably could change it, but it was an interesting little thing to look at, and I'm sat there going, I don't know if you got... Well, you're usually up for anything, but I think TK would cry.
Yeah, TK would. TK doesn't have the talent for that.
Oh, really?
Patience. The patience, I think, is the word.
Burn.
It's true, he doesn't.
Is this the bit where I get up all the audio recordings of Hedgie attempting to sing?
So I think we wattled on...
Attempting to.
Wattled
Excuse
on
me.
for a while.
I am a Bachelor of Arts.
What we'll try and do is see if we
Well-
can remember how to go into a fucking segment. God
So-
damn
so-
it.
What kind of segment would you like?
A gaming
orange
segment.
one.
Fuck you. I will have a gaming segment, please. Does he remember how to push the buttons to do things?
We're not entirely sure, but let's find out.
Because we got no music.
You're listening to TigerTails
we got
Radio,
jingles.
giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
There you go, there's your Quiplash.
Hey.
In fact, there's no Quiplash yet.
I don't get any sound.
Oh god, everyone remember how to do this. Jackbox.tv.
Okay, fine, we'll just go back to those two for a minute. Well, we all remember how to Jackbox. Everyone remember how to do it?
I started typing it in and my brain went Jack's Films.
Jacksfilms.tv. Oh my god, who registered this domain?
Can I just check that you can't hear an echo at the moment? As
You
in
cannot hear an echo.
yourselves. Cool. Okay. Just I've turned the volume up on the stream here so that when the sound is coming across, I can actually hear it.
And hopefully, I've got the microphones and everything else balanced correctly.
Hooray!
So let's
I've
see.
changed the wiring.
Let's see if we can do this. So yes, so this is TigerTails Radio. We are currently playing Quiplash 3. You can join us if you point your internet-enabled device to jackbox.tv, give yourself a silly little name, and enter the enter the room code Uniform Indigo Tango Romeo. We have filled the room.
So for Hedgie and everyone's picked their character.
If you want to join the audience, you can indeed do so. There is an opportunity, and you too can maybe
That was
echo.
the quickest we have filled the room. But we now got popular.
That was the first episode. Everyone's
First
wondering what
episode.
happened.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
they're back. Have they improved?
No, we got new lights.
So we have TK, we have Actor Hedgie, we have Welcome Back, we have I'm a Bot, Maybe Echo, DH Southie, and the
Rhubarb.
Rhubarb. Hey!
Yes.
The name of this game is Quiplash 3.
It's Quiplash
The
3.
last hurrah. Some call me Schmitty, but that's the doctor's name. I'm Schmitty's monster. Oh, yeah. Hey, if you're not playing, you can still get in the audience and vote. Put in the room code to join. Let's kick it off with round one. You're about to see a couple of different prompts on your device. Enter your best response for each, then go head to head against another player's best stuff. Oh, and everyone else gets to vote on their favorite. Oh yes, points. You score points based on the percentage of voters who like your answers.
And
Clear
round
enough?
one, points
Sure
don't
hope
matter.
so. Let's go.
Right, so for those of you who may not be aware of what TigerTails Radio does with these, we stop talking.
A lot. Although,
Getting this.
with this new setup, that because I've turned the table round and things, so I've got the lights and camera on me, they can't cheat and read my screen anymore.
Oh god damn
That
it.
was really interesting.
Also, on this version, there is what is kind of referred to as a character limit, but everyone seems to aim as a target. And I do mean everyone.
I've answered my questions.
I've hit the target.
Good for you.
Yep, everyone is aiming to fill the fucking target.
I wasn't.
Oh dear.
In fact, I've been positively curt with my answers.
That's a first.
I know.
Glad it's a test show. We've broken you. So we have DH Rhubarb and Actor Hedgie.
Hedgie is struggling to think.
And
That's
anything.
not Quiplash related. That's just normal. You know.
Okay.
Time's almost up. Hurry.
Oh, 13 seconds. And so the lag.
About 5 seconds.
Yep, if it didn't. Yep, actually even less.
3, 2.
Oh, there we go.
Finally,
It
let's see
is
some
tiny
action.
lag today.
And hopefully we're streaming at 1080 as well.
Yeah, so remember,
A bumper sticker.
we're reading
a
shit
goose
out.
would
TK
put on
goes
its
first.
car.
So, a bumper sticker that a goose would put on his car is Canada this way,
choose
with a pointy
away.
arrow. Or sauce for me is sauce for the gander.
Nobody put hyonk hyonk goose.
No, no one put hyonk hyonk.
No.
gonna steal your shit, yo.
Hyonk hyonk angry.
Honk, honk, honk,
Goose,
honk, honk,
come at
goose.
me, bro. There we go.
And Canada this way wins it. Sorry, Canada this way.
83-17. But you still get points.
Without
That's
further
good.
Lots of
ado,
points. Not quite a quick
The
flash.
last person you take financial advice from.
Hedgie.
Hedgie.
Edgy. No, I get you one.
Okay, choose
Yeah, you
your
need to
favorite.
read the shit on the screen.
So, the last person you take financial advice from is Hedgie or Donald Trump Jr.
Should've not answered for both, really.
Yeah.
And Donald Trump Jr. wins it because, of course.
67-33.
All right, check this out.
Yes.
What should have happened at the end of Titanic?
They shot the fucking bloke. Okay, so what should have happened at the end of Titanic?
Okay,
Aliens?
everybody, pick your favorite
Where everybody
whip.
lived.
I'm not saying it was aliens, but aliens.
He gets on the plank because there was clearly enough
Yes, there
fucking
was.
room.
There was plenty of room.
Oh, it's a 50-50 split.
Aliens, everybody lived because they were all taken up.
Next on the docket,
Everyone was probed.
the next big documentary will be about the seedy underbelly of the blank industry.
So, the next big documentary will be about the seedy underbelly of the cheeky
And now,
Nando's
pick your
industry,
favorite.
or of the Cumberland sausage industry. Echo, how are you on Cumberland sausages?
Cumberland sausage wins it.
And now, along with tall, grande, and venti,
Christ.
Starbucks should add a new coffee size, blank.
Ooh. So, along with tall, grande, and the vente,
All right, vote for the
Starbucks should
one
add
you
a new
like
coffee
best.
size. Petite or expensivo. Yeah, that's Costa. Costa.
We apologise for the inhabitants of Romania. He was trying for an Italian accent.
Tall, grande, and vente.
Still was trying for Italian
And
accent.
next
Expensivo
is
wins.
a shocking thing to discover your kids built out of Lego.
Yes, that would
Hey,
be a
they
shocking
shot
thing.
Lego
to
correctly.
My kids are made out of Lego.
Affinity or naked
Decision.
Hedgesaurus.
Choose your
There we
favorite.
go. So, shocking thing to discover your kids built out of Lego. Fur Affinity or naked
Just
Hedgesaurus.
put a collar
Her
after the
Affinity
stomach.
won.
Oh my god. Well, to be fair, Fur and
Next
Affinity
we
is built
have-
out of Lego.
Honestly, you can never have too many blank.
It's a TK.
So, honestly, you can never have too many cats.
And now
All the
it's
cats,
time to vote for
more
your
cats.
favorite.
Just cats. Or you can never have too many large-flared chances.
Watch the chances.
It's a dildo. Everybody vote for the cats because it's never a dildo.
Oh, people
And the
still
cat's
vote for
winners.
dildo. Yep.
All the cats. More cats, just cats.
And here we have the next big romance novel, For the Love of Blank.
Pete? For the love of Pete.
All right, people, it's voting time.
So, the next big romance novel. I'm taking someone's place, but who cares? For the love of Dog! Or for the love of Johnny the Big Wanged Elephant. I'm sensing Wang.
And maybe Echo wins with dog. Because dogs are better than big wanged elephants.
That was
This is why
round
we have a
one.
test
Let's
show.
take a peek at those
This is why we have
scores,
a
shall
test
we?
show.
Let's have a look at the scores.
The scores will
shall we?
shockingly go past quickly, so everyone try and mentally remember them.
And
Maybe Echo is in the lead.
Yes.
Go, Echo. Go, Echo.
It's round two.
I hope you shook off the nerves because it gets real in round two.
Yes.
The prompts are more demanding, so I've doubled the point.
Yeah, it is indeed the
Double points.
pound with purpose.
It's
Yes.
round two.
Ooh.
And we do indeed get quiet because everyone suddenly thinks about what the fuck they need to write. Google, will you please spell check? Google?
I've answered.
Google?
Hey!
Google, I'm sure that word is wrong.
In
Why are
fact,
you
I think
spell checking?
Echo's answered as well.
Thank you, Google, for not spell checking. Fuck you too.
Echo, how does it feel to be successful in getting your answers in before Hedgie?
That's always good, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
About 20 seconds left, everyone. Give or take.
Yeah, it's about 2 seconds of lag or thereabouts.
There we go. I am in. I
Everyone's in.
have done it.
Let's make some noise.
Yes.
Let's get the party started with what sign was left off of the zodiac?
Ooh.
So, what sign was left off of the zodiac? Was it transgender
It's
or was it
choosing
bonio?
time.
What's a bonio?
It's a
Doctorate.
doctorate
Oh, okay.
in the shape of a bone.
Ish. It's very tasty.
Oh my
And
word.
Bonio wins it with a
It's
quiplash.
Quiplash.
Oh, yeah!
Good grief.
YouTube, this is not representative. This is not
No, Echo.
representative.
Name of a new TikTok dance the kids are wild about.
All right. So, name of a new TikTok dance the kids are wild about.
Time to
COVID
pick the
shuffle
one you like
or
best.
the Instagram is already cringy shuffle.
We all like our shuffles.
There's a lot of
today.
shuffling today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling this is very, very informative of our
because you're all
dancing
old men.
ability.
Yeah, we're all old. Okay, was right.
And the COVID
Whoa.
shuffle
Wins
wins
it with a quiplash.
2 quiplashes in a row.
Holy
if there's
shit.
if there's a third, the universe explodes.
In round 2, yeah.
Moving right along.
This number of people.
What
Yeah.
the blue verified check mark on Twitter really
Asshole!
means.
So, what does the blue verified check marks on Twitter really
Here's the
mean?
fun part.
Warning, twat
Pick your
with
favorite
opinions,
quip.
or they pay someone else to write their tweets. Warning, twat with opinions, or they pay the same thing, really.
And they pay someone else to write their tweets wins because it's true.
In all fairness, I think they're both
See how
true.
they end. If this player had a catchphrase, it would be.
Is
up,
fire
Edgy.
going to be involved?
So, if Xavier had a catchphrase,
gets
it would be,
real. Pick
we
your
don't know
favorite.
what we're doing here, or I don't have a catchprise.
I am disappointed. No
His
fire
catchphrase would be,
mentions.
meh.
No lava mentions.
Or I will murder you. That was his. Yes.
No, that's just generally directed at you.
And it's a tie.
Meh, meh, meh.
And next, in the Renaissance, Bob Ross's
Hedgie's
nickname
one.
would have been blank.
Ooh. In the Renaissance, Bob Ross's
All
nickname
right,
would have
choose your
been
favorite.
Bobby R. or Bob Ross because he is a fucking legend.
Have you moved away from your mic? Because you're a lot quieter than you
No,
used to
I
have a show.
He toned down suddenly for that one. I'm not entirely sure. Hey.
And Bob
Surely-
Ross, because he's a fucking legend, wins it.
Surely it would have been the
Let's
bearded
see the next
master.
one.
It's
Why
Bob
would
Ross.
this player be the first to die in a horror movie?
So, why would Welcome Back
All
be the
right,
first
people,
to die in a horror
it's
movie?
voting time.
Eats the blob thinking it's harmless leftover. He's just so old and frail. Pick
Well, either that one is
pick
Welcome Back's one
one.
because they know who it is,
Weirdly, that question is aimed at me with those answers.
and Eats the Blob thinking it's harmless leftover is the winner.
Okay, what's next? Spider-Man's secret guilty pleasure.
Pizza! No, that's the Turtles. TK.
Decisions. Choose your
So-
favorite.
Spider-Man's secret guilty pleasure. Skin-tight rubber bodysuits. Or shooting spiderwebs in public toilets.
Neither of those really is a guilty pleasure. He fucking does those.
So, oh, it's a
And it's a
tie
50-50
again.
split.
Good grief.
We should have been playing Split
Let's
the
keep
Room.
it going. You know somebody stole this player's credit card when there's a charge for blank.
Implied.
Time to pick the one you like
You know
best.
somebody stole Echo's credit card when there's a charge for cats, more cats, even more cats, just cats, or sensible things.
I want to see where
Cats. More cats.
TK, myself,
Even more
and
cats.
Hedgie voted.
Just cats.
And sensible things
Oh,
wins it.
TK went for cats.
I went for cats. Sorry, call back for last round. I'm voting for cats.
Goodbye, round
Round two.
two. And hello,
This should be
scores.
interesting.
Hello, scores.
So this will shoot.
I'm in
Yeah.
the same
Xavier's in the
place.
lead.
I didn't move.
Echo is in
Get
second.
ready for Whiplash.
Absolute second.
The end you've
yeah.
been quipping towards.
Yeah,
I'm going
this'll
to
be the
send
hard
each
one.
of you a prompt that requires 3 separate responses.
Ooh.
Okay, player 2 looks a little freaked, but you'll do great.
Welcome to the silence.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Oh god.
Okay, so I'm in, and we're now waiting for everyone else to finish completing their novels.
Yes, I've done mine.
I'm in.
Oh, all of the hosts are in.
Yes. I was a good boy and I did typing.
You managed to answer question quickly.
You
You've
put
never been a
fingers
good
to
boy.
things.
About 40 seconds.
Yeah, you got time.
No rush.
We're not rushing
What's
you.
your favourite episode, Billy? I like the one where the host types for a long
About 30 seconds. Give or take lag. Rhubarb and DH still outstanding.
Well, it's only a couple of seconds of lag.
The edge is in.
YouTube has gotten really better.
Yes.
Recently.
Really better.
Really
Much
better.
better.
That's because I've set us on the lowest
it's like-
lag settings.
So
2
better.
seconds of lag.
Much so better. Much screen.
Everyone's
Let's
in.
see what you've done.
With YouTube, that's how it works.
3 ways to jazz up your boring old water.
3 ways to jazz up your boring old water. Fizz and
Okay,
fruit
everybody,
flavouring,
pick your
add
favourite
squash,
whip.
freeze and gin and tonic. Or sugar, pouring it over coffee beans, bottling it in Flint, Michigan. Ooh!
Flint me.
Flint, Michigan.
Is that my Michigan then?
Bottling it in Flint me.
Yeah.
Another way to jazz up boring old water is take it to Texas, because they seem to be having a little bit too much of it at the moment.
Oh, it's a tie!
Yeah.
3,000 points apiece.
Yes.
Yeah,
Three
points are big.
internet searches you need to clear immediately.
You want this one, TK?
Go on then.
Okay.
So, 3 internet searches you need to clear immediately are pictures of naked Hedgesaurus,
Okay, choose
naked
your
Bruce
favourite.
Forsyth, and Margaret Thatcher, naked. Or, for affinity, Bad Dragon, or beefcake photos of TK Tiger.
I find it disturbing that 2 of those people are dead and one is possibly close to death. I don't know. Depends how the S Brown goes.
Wow, yeah.
But which one? Oh, I need to vote, don't I?
Yes, it helps.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It helps Healthy get points.
Yeah. Edging forward.
TK
4,000
forgetting he
points.
has to actually play the
3
game.
names a kid can call their grandpa other than grandpa.
So, names you can call their grandpa, other grandpa. Grandma's bitch, the cash cow, that old thing in the home. Hey, are you listening? Hey, are you
Now it's time
deaf?
to vote for your favorite.
Okay, so we have Grandma's bitch, the cash cow, that old thing in the home, or hey, are you listening? Hey, are you deaf? Why are you fucking Navi now?
Hey, listen!
Gonna get the gun.
And it's a tie again! Between me and TK.
This isn't changing the
The
scores
3
much.
steps to bringing back the dinosaurs.
Ooh.
So, the 3 steps to bringing back the dinosaurs are extract DNA
right,
from
vote
Amber,
for the one you like
inject
best.
DNA into Hedgie, wait 9 months, or goddamn Jurassic Park original generation.
I want to know who Amber is.
Well, they're the person whose DNA we're injecting into.
Amber's a dinosaur.
Ooh, it's a big shift to Echo
Yeah,
there.
Echo's just won it.
Yes, he has. He was in first place
I
already.
can't believe we made
was
it.
in
Let's
second
see the
place.
final score.
Hedgie, he was
Oh,
in
yes.
second place.
That's right.
There we go.
Yes.
See the scoreboard.
And now he's in first place.
There we go.
And I was in second.
There you go, right down the board there. All right,
think
Echo.
I-
Maybe
Successfully
Echo was
won
the
that
winner.
one?
Maybe he wasn't.
Maybe he did. I think Echo won. Top answers of the game were Bonio from Echo. And the COVID Shuffle from Xavier. Any more? Nope, just those two.
That's it, just those two. The 2 quicklashes from round 2.
There we go. And that was some quick flash. Oh, and I've broken everything.
Ooh.
TK.
Only 1 game for today?
Yeah,
No,
well,
he's-
we've only got 20 minutes of the show left.
Oh, yes.
We had a full board.
Yeah, it's true.
We
did.
had a solid full board for that one.
It's rare. It is
Yeah.
very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, a big board does mean it takes longer.
I have a feeling though that it probably takes into account the fact that people have got over their boredom of Jackbox games that really did strike at the beginning of lockdown.
Yeah, because everybody was doing Jackbox games.
Yeah.
Jackbox,
Yes,
but
yeah.
it wasn't just Jackbox. We had Among Us, which has really taken off.
Yeah.
Which they're very happy with, I must say, considering the news that came out that they're like basically going, yeah, 2 is now going to be just all the shit we add on to 1. Have fun with that.
Yeah, we're not releasing 2 anymore. We're just making 1 better.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we can live with that. And also things like Fall Guys came out. Some
Oh,
various
yes.
things.
Yeah.
Yep.
That didn't
Among Us.
seem to get as much traction, I want to say, for Fall Guys. As much as it's a game with beans in it. It didn't.
It tried to steal the Fortnite crowd and
Yeah.
didn't offer shooty action, therefore didn't steal the Fortnite crowd.
Well, they got a massive following for a short time. It really peaked and then went,
But you can still get a game on it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I've got it on the PS4 because it was PlayStation Plus. And so I was like, yoink, I'll be
Yes.
having that, thank you. As I do everything on PlayStation Plus. And this is how I got a great many games. In fact, thinking of games, maybe it's time we did.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Yeah, it's time for Spot Done and Dusted.
I'll be reviewing Raid Shadow Legends.
Hedgie has Raid Shadow Legends on the brain. Got the Hedge. In 20 words or more, review Raid Shadow Legends.
Very well. Raid Shadow Legends is an online PvP game where you can play between very different champions and increase your rank in order to win treasure and improve your ability to fight other players and steal their loot. It's available on mobile and also desktop now, and if you click in the link in the description,
You'll get fuck
you can
all,
get
'cause this ain't
100,000
sponsored.
gold, 50 silver, and a champion called Woman of the North. She wears black, carries a sword, and looks like your mum.
What, you mean dead?
A tiny part of that was correct. A large amount of that was wrong.
Yeah, if they look like my mum, they'd have difficulties. Here's an urn running around the place going ding, 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 as it jiggles from left to right to move.
If Monty Python can do Attila the Bun, I'm sure they can do.
Attila, my mum.
My mum the Hun.
That's a sitcom.
Am I right in assuming that you have something you wish to do for Quiplash, or is this just us practicing
Quiplash.
Link? Quiplash? Fuck you, we're breaking shit. For Done and Dusted.
I thought we could talk about the nice little foxy game that we played you played not so long ago on the TigerTails gaming stream.
Is that Spirit of the North?
It is indeed Spirit
Oh
of the
my
North.
god. I have never encountered a game that went, this looks interesting, to sudden bouts of joy.
You really enjoyed it.
It was fucking
Was
weird.
Spirit of the North also a title of a really terrible movie that Saberspark reviewed?
Probably.
It's like, I was looking at it thinking, I'm sure that conjures up terrible 3D animation vibes.
Spit the North.
Spit of the
Spirit
North.
of the North. I will double check. It's mostly saying reviews, walkthroughs.
7.
Yeah, don't ask me to type well on a fucking laptop. What if it was a film at any point? Thankfully, the game has decided to completely trash it on.
Maybe that's why.
There we go. Echo, you still there?
I am, yeah.
Oh, good. Because I had to take my headphones off and maneuver cables because I'd managed to tangle the cables off. And then I didn't manage I'd hoped I hadn't unplugged anything. And I haven't. Haha.
No, indeed.
Here you go. So look at your laptop, Pete.
Oh, it does seem. Yeah, there was one with a film featuring rabbits or chickens.
Or chickens.
I'm not entirely sure. Spirit of the North champions this. Okay, I will ignore that because that's nothing to do with what we're dealing with. Well, I can look at that later. So this TK purchased.
I did. It's the signature edition.
Yeah. So we unboxed this, so I won't need to unbox it again. If you want to see
I've
it,
not edited the video yet. It's still on the camera.
Ooh.
Thought I'd give us something to talk about.
so you can watch it on TigerTails Gaming when TK gets his finger out of his ass. So we had a very nice, it was like, I could plug the fucking TigerTails Gaming segment, but no. We got a nice little...
Well, you haven't played it enough to make a video out of it yet.
Oh yeah, and the typical vacuum shit. This was the experience I had with Amstrad PC games. It's like, we'll give you a box like this, open it. We have some very nice art.
That you can just see the glare.
Yeah.
We then have the certificate of authenticity. Glare. There we go.
So it's a genuine game.
We have a couple of cards.
Nice little postcards.
There is...
Rubbish.
badges.
A couple of pin badges.
Badges.
There's a foxy one and a logo-y one.
Badges. We then have the game.
The actual
The
game on the
game.
PS4.
And then we also have probably some of the chillest music I've ever heard,
It's a soundtrack CD.
which is actually quite nice. Really chill to fuck. So yeah, so Spirit of the North. This wasn't that expensive, was it, TK?
No, it was only about 35 quid for the
Yeah.
whole box.
Which for a collector's edition is probably very much worth it, I would
Yeah.
And
say.
if you have PS5 now, you can actually get the remastered edition, which is basically the same game but with slightly upgraded graphics and
Remastered.
things.
How long has it been out?
Long enough to
yeah,
make warranting, making it better for the PS5, basically.
Oh.
2013?
2019. I think it came out.
2030.
I'm looking at copyright shit, so it was like, I'm not entirely sure. It's given me a date. That's fine. So yeah, the game is you play a fox in an icy world where you encounter this bizarre spirit light thing that you then follow.
The little spirit fox.
Yeah.
Well,
and
apparently it's based on the
Other way up.
folklore of Iceland.
yeah, wouldn't surprise me with the very cool iconography that you
Yes.
do encounter. But this little spirit fox takes you on a journey to fucking kill you. The dick proceeds to run around showing his wang because he can fucking fly and you can't.
Someone's got envy.
The live stream was a little bit of a rant because this fucking spirit fox was being a right tosser. But you then get the powers and then you start exploring the world and challenging this weird corruption that exists in the world and resurrecting spirits. It's really very cool and very symbolistic and some very, very good. I wouldn't say graphics because the graphics fucked
The
up.
graphics are indie.
Yeah, very good style.
Yeah, it's very stylized.
It's fucking bright when you first start it. Like,
Yeah.
all of the snow.
We had to change a lot of brightness and contrast settings to make the snow actually properly visible on stream.
Then we went into darkness. It was like,
And then
shit.
we had to
can't
change everything
see
back
it.
again.
And then it was like, okay, and now out into gorgeous colour. It's got some brilliant themes. The puzzling is not horrendous.
Basically, it's a puzzle kind of platform
Yeah.
type thing. Very similar in essence to Journey, Flower, Flow, that kind of thing, where you're
yeah.
running around and there's not really an overarching narrative that's force-fed to you.
No,
but
it's
there
a lot
is-
of exploration.
There is lore that you can go and find out if
Yeah.
you are interested.
Yeah, there's a few physics puzzles. There's lots of water stuff. There is some interesting things you can do with the powers to get about, which makes exploration fun. There are things that you can unlock, which is why I want to go back to it. And there is this sense of progression and development of the world as you go through it, which was really quite fun. But the most weird thing was how chill and immersive it was to play, because both myself and TK, I was playing it, TK was watching it, and we were just getting into this journey and exploration and figuring shit out and picking up sticks, because apparently that was a big thing.
Yep.
great big thing.
You got to give the staff to the dead guys so that the spirit can be free,
And sniffing of flowers.
and wagging tails
Lots of wagging tails.
and barking
And then if you leave it alone, it just sits up and curls into a ball and is adorable.
and goes to sleep.
Yes!
And it's like, oh my god!
It's fucking adorable.
And then you get a trophy for it.
Yeah, randomly. It's like, holy crap. But it was really good fun. I do need to go back and actually finish that one.
Yes, you do.
As a playthrough, because it's a good, fun game. And this was on TigerTails gaming streams on Fridays for games that kick my ass. So I was expecting something to really slap me, and it didn't. It was really chill. And even when there was times when I was failing, I understood why and could improve to beat it. I don't know what the game is costing without it being a special edition, but I would heartily recommend it.
The physical editions are at 20. Well, you can't get the physical edition anymore. They've sold out.
Okay.
So it would have been about 20 quid or so.
Yeah.
So the upgrades to the signature edition, I wasn't too offended by, and you can get that from Signature Games.
Nice. But I say, yeah, definitely one that I've enjoyed, and I would heartily recommend playing it because it is good fun.
Totally.
Yes. So yeah, that's us practicing the done and dusted segment with something that we could actually review.
Yeah.
Because I did fuck all prep.
What a shock!
It was a test show. What am I doing? Nothing.
Who'd have thunk? It's done and dusted. What have you done? Nothing. Surprise, surprise. I mean, I've started playing
Amarillo.
Thank you.
Is this the way to Amarillo?
No.
Not
No, it's-
Amarillo.
Amarillo?
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 This game we
Amarillo.
can't pronounce.
Armello, that was it.
Amello.
Armello, yes.
Okay.
Which is started life on PC, was a little indie title, got kickstarted, become a bit bigger, then got released on consoles.
Are you sure it's not amaretto?
Quite sure.
Yeah.
Because isn't amaretto tasty?
Yes, it's liqueur
Yes.
made from almonds.
Yes.
Armello, yeah.
Yeah, Armello. And basically, it's a furry RPG type board game thing. So if you like board games and you like digital board games, then this is probably something you'd be interested in. There's probably
Uses the same layout as Settlers of Catan.
potentially,
Guitar.
but
Guitar.
there's probably a free version of it available on Tabletop Simulator. I wouldn't be surprised that someone's pirated and made.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of DLC.
There is a lot. It's not much DLC.
Ooh.
There's about 30 odd quid's worth of DLC, or 50 odd quid's worth, depending on which.
Oh
force
yeah,
you
not
want.
much. Not much at all. Only 30 quid's worth. Yeah.
But when you consider each bit is like $6 or $7.99, yeah, all of a sudden that's not too bad. It's only about 6 or 7 pieces, and then
Yeah.
you're there. But no, basically you are a little furry character, and your job is to either defeat or cure a king. And the king is a lion who has been plagued with rot, which is a bad thing. And as each day turns, he loses more health, and so you can either overthrow the king and become king yourself, or you can try and cure the king, and therefore you win the game by doing it that way. I haven't really played too much of it yet, so I've been enjoying a few games, won a couple, lost many. Each game takes about an hour or so, because it is full-on board gamey type thing, so it's either you online, you against AI, or a little mixture of the two. I haven't done anything online yet. Apparently the console versions don't have that many people playing, so it's a bit harder to matchmake. So maybe I could just tempt Xavier into getting the game. It's like, hey, we could do a stream.
I've got it somewhere. I don't know where though.
But it needs to be on the PS4.
Yeah, I will have to look to see because I know I've picked up somewhere. It might have been a PS4 thing.
I don't know if it was ever on PlayStation Plus, but I saw the physical copy and thought, do you know what? Sod it. It's cheap on eBay. I'll have it. Because I need to get more physical PS4 games, because my collection of physical PS4 games is rather paltry compared to my
we had that discussion.
digital collection.
Yeah.
And so I thought,
Echo says it's hilarious when the test show has the best done and dusted section.
Has a done and dusted section. Let's be honest, it has a done and dusted section. But then this is episode 0, season 13. We are basically testing if we can even
Are you still
remember
there,
to do
Echo?
this.
Yeah, I'm still here.
oh, good.
Yeah.
Sorry, because Discord pops up saying, hey, do you want to use this other device? No!
Yeah, it does that. It picks up whenever I switch the monitors, because where I've got my work and home set up through like 3 monitors now. If I switch from one to the other, it goes, "Hey, do you want to switch device?" And I'm sat there going, "No."
Did I ask you to? No.
Where's the option to
you
set this
plugged
off?
in a new device. Would you like help with it?
Yeah, well, that's modern day, isn't it? It's like, well, we see you're using something. Would you like assistance? It's like, can I turn this off? No. Okay, never mind.
So Echo was doing smart things. He's been putting the Jackbox things in the chat. Mm-hmm. So we could all see the scores. Well done, Echo. That was a good idea.
Yeah, I thought I'd put the comparison between just before I won and when I did win.
Yeah, because it was quite a sudden leap in points.
Yeah,
not half.
Like all of them.
yeah. Round 3 is actually relevant now in Quiplash 3,
Yeah,
whereas
just a bit.
previously it was like
So I want to get people's thoughts on this, actually, since we're doing the test stream.
Yeah.
For times when there's maybe not enough people for a Jackbox game, would people like to play some other game instead? For instance, something like 20 Questions, or if we bring that old thing back from the dead.
God.
Things we used to do back in Season 4, where we could actually interact directly with people. Would people be interested in that?
Yeah.
That is the question.
Yeah, because we would like to get a little bit more audience participation, because TigerTails Radio, we do the show on Mondays. We're starting back up again. This will be Monday, 8:30 GMT, and for another 52 weeks. We do have TigerTails Gaming, which does 2 streams currently, 1 live stream on Friday nights at 8:30 of games that kick my ass, and 1 stream of Stream and Chill over the weekend, which is currently myself playing Kingdom Hearts. We do have videos put out on TigerTails Gaming. We have our stuff on Facebook, Twitter, as well as YouTube under TigerTails Radio, TigerTails Gaming, and on Twitter we are Team TigerTails on Twitter. We have the websites, and as Hedgie has mentioned, we have a podcast, because usually we don't witter on as much as we have during the test show.
Yeah.
So I made the suggestion, let's do a podcast so we can talk about the shit that we don't normally talk about on the show, because we used to be 2 to 3 hours. Now we're an hour and a half. We used to be 2 to 3 hours. So there is a podcast called Ramblings of a Grey Muzzle, which you can indeed find. Links will be in the description. We are on major podcast stuffs. They will be.
Will they now?
Yes. You're in front of it.
Fuck's sake. Am I going to have to... No, fuck off. Links will not be in the description. Just go to greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk. There you go.
Yeah. And we will be
I'll put links on the website there.
We will be putting links up as we go on our channels.
greymuzzlepodcast.co.uk, you say?
It's not finished yet, but yeah.
Yeah, TK is a work in progress over there. But yeah, we've so far got 1 episode live now. There will be a 2nd episode that's going up at the beginning of the coming month, which will coincide with us doing first episode of season 1 on the 1st of March.
Yes.
Yes, because we'll be back.
Just to cover the places that you can actually listen to the podcast, places like Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
iTunes,
Pocket Cast, Breaker,
if you so desire.
Radio Public.
Yeah.
So it's available on a few platforms.
We got a few platforms. So if you do have options, there are options available. So
all your listening pleasures.
And everything and anything above that, we will let you know, because this is the new season. This is the breaking show for the new season.
And everything worked.
Everything worked, mostly.
Didn't need to play any music.
No.
So, fuck you, music and YouTube. You can't have us this time.
It's odd not having the music, to be fair. It is
I don't know, I
odd.
quite enjoyed it. It let the conversation flow a bit more.
You do realise that you didn't have your camera on when you were doing that?
That's quite true. You're quite right. I'll do that again.
He also has his own camera. There
Which
he
he
is.
keeps
I
forgetting.
you,
was also
YouTube, you can't have this one.
I had also thought that I may well kind of set my camera up and we'll do the ninja thing that we did last time as well.
Yeah, because that works.
The ninja
Yeah.
thing.
Or, if you have just a standard webcam, maybe even do the Discord, because Discord now has webcam chat.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that is another option, isn't it?
So you could beam your Discord chat to me and I could sling it up on the side screen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that would
And then
also
we could
work.
flick between the three and I'd be like, oh, I've got all the buttons. Or something like that. Stop looking at me that way.
No, we've just apparently got the audio and visuals apparently being out of sync slightly.
Have we?
For some weird reason.
Yeah, that's standard. That is standard.
Yeah.
Try refreshing the page.
Oh dear.
Oh, we are actually streaming at 1080 then. I mean, not that it makes any bleeding
DH
difference.
says, otherwise good. Might just be me.
Well, it's YouTube. Unfortunately, YouTube is a bit crazy. So yes.
Well, let's do a thing, and let's do the thing we're never supposed to do, and unmute the stream.
Ooh.
Well, let's do a thing, and let's do the thing we're never supposed to do. Okay, that was a really bad idea. Pete, you start talking so I can actually gauge something.
Okay, you are now
Okay, that
gauging
was a really
something.
bad idea. Pete, you start talking so I can actually gauge something.
Okay, you are now
Okay, that
gauging
was a really
something.
bad idea. Pete, that's not normal.
Yeah. It's really short.
Things always look a little tiny bit out of sync because all the cameras are 50 hertz and all the streaming equipment's at 60 hertz.
Ah.
And so you'll always get this slight strangeness.
So why not set the broadcast to 50 hertz?
because of all the other equipment. See, I wanted to put everything down to 50 hertz, but all the PlayStations went no. All the upscalers went no. All of everything went no.
Yeah.
And all the cameras went, yeah, we'll do that. You're already doing that.
Yeah, see, I mean, the thing is, I would say that latency-wise, I mean, I'm watching the stream and listening to you guys over Discord, and there is obviously there is definitely a lag between those two, but then I know that we understand that there is a lag between those two.
Yeah. You could
But I must admit, actually, it's almost unnoticeable, even for me, watching the stream versus listening to you on Discord.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube has picked its game up, hasn't it? Because I've set it onto the lowest lag settings, which we've been on for most of season 12, just to basically improve the Jackbox game streams. Because previously, when they had like the 30 seconds of lag, it was unplayable.
Feasible.
But it's for the first show of season 13, the proper show, not just the test show. I actually want to see if we can do a quick studio tour type thing.
Oh God, he's going to play with cameras.
He is going to try and play with cameras.
Well, to be fair, YouTube does need to step up its game because it's had the shit kicked out of it before this current year, and over 2020, the main competitor for what they're trying to do, which is stream more, Twitch, had the shit kicked out of them entirely throughout 2020. So, yeah, they kind of need to step up their game, seeing as they're like literally the only fucking video posting streaming platform of merit. Ugh. Minor frustration.
I'm quite enjoying looking out my window during the day and seeing all the busy people digging up the streets to install tube around here.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You're getting tube.
Oh yes,
I want tube.
definitely.
Yeah, they need to put the cables in.
We are currently in build phase at the moment, and as soon as it goes live and they accept orders, I am ordering it immediately.
Apparently, they finished build phase round this way, but they're not quite in the letting us order phase yet.
Ooh.
Oh
Not
yeah,
entirely sure
I
how
think
they
because
finished
obviously
build.
you're that bit closer to town, aren't you?
Yeah.
So from where I am.
But it's like, one tube. Because basically, I want to have the BT, the Virgin, and tube.
Yeah.
And then I want to see if we can rig something up that'll actually pair them together.
Well, I don't know about pair together, but we would then be able to feasibly stream on multiple platforms.
Yes. Simultaneously. With good quality streams.
I remember another group of people who tried to do that. That was Glove and Boots. And they basically went, this is fucking stupid idea.
Yeah. Well, they kept streaming to Facebook.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, cancer. So, yeah, let's not do that.
The thing is that it's entirely possible to do.
It is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so long as you're able to get the feed from the feed into a PC or split into two PCs connected to two different networks, you're fine. But it's just whether or not TK's PC lives through that kind of process.
What I wanted to do, I don't think you can, is rig a Pi up to bond them together. But apparently that's not a thing. But you can get network routery things that do it. You can get network switches that can bond networks together. Apparently.
Oh yeah.
Very complicated. I have no idea how they all work. But they're like £100, so they're not too expensive. And you just go WAN, and it goes magic. WAN output. Here you go. Echo will now explain it in a more technical way so people understand.
WAN. There you go.
Well, that's it. Yeah, just bonding it's just connection bonding.
He says just. It's technical wizardry behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Basically, three connections go in, one connection come out.
Well, this has been a pretty successful test show, hasn't it?
I think so.
It's worked. We've managed to go just over 10 o'clock.
We've not broken anything.
We've got people. Everyone say hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Now we wait for everyone to chat.
Cool.
Yay, we got hellos.
So, same time next week, I guess.
I guess so, for season 13, episode 1.
Which will be on the 1st of March. So, show 1 is on the 1.
Yes, that was not an accident.
Yes. 1st of March, we will be doing show 1. So please feel free to join us.
Yes.
At 8:30 GMTV. Fuck you all.
GMTV.
Wow, how old are you? Jesus Christ.
I am ancient GMT as TigerTails Radio Season 13 kicks off.
Officially.
Yes. Officially. But thank you very much for bearing with us for this, the test show where we break shit.
Yeah.
Bearing with me actually means have child with me.
Thank you very much for turning up and dealing with this asshole that I have to deal with.
And Hedgie.
Hello.
TVAM. Oh, God. Yeah.
TVAM.
Yeah, thanks, Athfor. Now we feel really old.
Well, let's all sing the theme tune.
That's Challenge Anakin Moron.
We're wide awake.
You old people.
It's good to know you're ready and so wide awake.
So I think we need to practice the good nights now. This is something that we fail at, ending a fucking show or video, by the way.
Speak for yourself, darling.
Well, let's do the Twitch one where we literally go, and we'll see everybody.
Yeah, as I cut this one off early. And Jason, what about Treasure Hunt?
Treasure
Hunt. Oh my God.
That's still Challenge Anakin.
Challenge.
Treasure Hunt had about 50% less Annika Rice arse in it.
So it's a good night from me, Xavier Wolf. Q.
As everyone waits for Hedgie.
Oh, okay. It's a good night from me, Hedgie.
And
Here is my theme tune.
Oh, God damn it.
It's a good night from the Echo over there in the Echo Land.
Yes, good night, everybody.
And it's a good night from me, TK. Thank you very much for watching or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. Let's go back to the main camera of weirdness. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that other shenanigans. Give us subscriptions. If we can get 1,000 of them, we can actually do things on the channel that are nice.
Please feel free to share. We would love to see new people joining in. So if you have a furry community or a bunch of people who would like a laugh on a Monday night, share us round.
If you're bored and want to give us to other people, like the plague, then yes, do so.
Well, it's more pleasant than COVID. So there we go. There's the tagline.
Yeah, sadly, we're less contagious.
More pleasant than COVID.
Less
And also,
contagious.
remember, we have our ending theme tune.
No! Join us for
Subscribe.
beating Hedgie.
Subscribe for more Hedgie beatings.
But I think we've done the good night. So thank you very much for watching and listening. We shall see you on Monday. So night, everybody.
Night,
Night.
night.